could stay friendly. We could do the beach, we could hang out. Yes, her and the E go to my house. You could spend the night till we wake up. Do it all again, cause it ain't much. What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright.
First opened back in 2008, there's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Indianapolis Colts. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And we are underway from Indianapolis. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at the defense for these Texans. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 8. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. The Colts at 9-2 to start play. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Here we go. 18 Rattler. 19 Lion.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's 2nd and 3. Now Richardson back to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also move the sticks.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the draw is Taylor. And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd down and 4.
Come on, come on.
Richardson off the play fake. And he's got Pierce. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one goes for 24 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
Let's go now. 19, 18. Go.
Taylor fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Ready? Purple 80. Mustang 19.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. 9th play now, this long opening drive. Can they cash it in on 3rd and goal? Touchdown! Josh Downs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point attempt here still to come. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0.
Texans nothing. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing now is Stroud. Got a man. It's the rookie out of the 3rd round. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. 2nd down and a yard. Play action. Stroud now. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. You look at this Colt defense. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league. 17th in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people putting on the ground.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
You know, it was tough for them to stand on the sidelines and watch the other team take it downfield and score, wasn't it? So they knew when they got on the field, it's on them. Pick up 1st downs, get downfield and score. How about them picking up that 3rd and short?
I was just going to say, you and I were talking before the game, those 3rd down conversions are going to be huge in this one. Stroud looking to change the play. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it's 2nd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at the 46-yard line.
Now they'll audible to something else. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 41-yard line.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Stroud. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
First down, Houston.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. Flushed out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Charvarius Ward on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
A draw play for Mixon. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain. And it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And Stroud now to throw. Touchdown, Texans! Hayden Hurst, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Third down and 6.
70 Lions. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Cougar 19.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
18, Rattler, 18,
Richardson going on 4th down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Darren Stingley picks it. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Mixon with a first down carry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up second.
Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. Back to Mixon on second down. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
A 10-yard loss on the play. Another 3 and out.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So on fourth down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Second and 6.
Here we go.
Stroud. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Texans have taken the lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Second down and 8.
Dragon 60. Here we go. Set.
Play action. Now Richardson. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
Oh, he's got a man open. It's caught. Down to the 10. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown.
Touchdown, Houston.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Texans 21-7. Fairbairn on the kickoff for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
That's good.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Ready. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Richardson looking to throw. Delivers another one to Pierce.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Back. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Motion. Motion. Motion.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Alec Pierce in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Sanchez kicking
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
And they're on the 31-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Now Stroud. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go. Let's go.
To the right side and caught by Dell. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a first and goal.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job.
And he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now it's Richardson. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line.
That's good.
Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
70 Timberwolves. 79 Broncos.
They go play action with Richardson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Get up. Go street. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready, right?
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stopped up in the backfield. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. After running it, now Richardson will throw it. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sat back at the 38. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Cowboy 80.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Flush to his right. Throw out right, pulled in by Downs. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
14. For Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Will Anderson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
Oh, this is going to wind up a safety. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger. And this time, it costs them 2 points.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing.
That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 4-yard line. 53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Stroud looking to throw. This goes out wide from Mixon.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full play clock no matter who's on the field.
2nd and 10.
Go.
Throwing now is Stroud.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 14. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. The throwing again is Stroud. Oh, a forced mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two.
The Colts will line up for the two-point conversion.
65 catch.
Richardson will throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the two. They don't get it. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
I should probably stop the head, boy, because I got all the heads, boy. All that drink you got to chill. I be on my little mouse drip. All that rapping pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills. All the books in me, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something.
Stroud coming right back after the pick six. On a slant, here's Collins. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Delson in motion. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Dumps it off to Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Stroud off the play fake. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just haven't been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Off the option, here's Taylor. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 3rd and 19.
Ready. Liking 18.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. Jalen Petrie picks it up.
And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here we go.
Nixon will try the right side. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's complete right around the 8. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Third and 4.
Don't worry. 18.
Stroud to throw it.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 4 yards out.
And the Texans take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolves. Rig alert. Rig alert.
Richardson off the play fake.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now Richardson. He'll drop this down to Taylor.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
4 yards. That's another Colts 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Play action. Now Richardson.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Will Anderson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
At the 37-yard line.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Texans, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.